So my message is called environments. Our environment determines our growth. So for anybody who's had to cut like kudzu off your house or just cut kudzu in general, so here you go. Kudzu is a plant from Japan that struggled to grow there, so a government-sponsored corporation decided to give it a try in the southern states of the United States to help with the state's erosion problems. But when they introduced the plant, it grew outrageously great, too great, that it covered so much of the southern states it would overwhelm trees. So the point is that sometimes there's not something wrong with you. Maybe there's not something wrong with what you're doing. Maybe there's something wrong with the environment you're in, because the environment you're in determines your growth. All right, so I'm going to read out of Psalms 92, 12 through 15. The righteous flourish like the palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of the Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. They still bear fruit in old age. They are ever full of sap and green, to declare that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Our environment determines our growth. Everything created by God has an environment where it is designed to flourish. So, in my opinion, that is not math class. But anyway, God has sometimes developed a way to show himself to you at the most clear point when you are uncomfortable. So, every time my dad goes to ask to preach a message at a different church, he always asks me if I would want to go with him. It's always a yes, because I like to see how things run in different places. But a few weeks ago, or actually a few months ago, we went to a weekend youth retreat out in, I think, Russellville. But when I went there, I was very uncomfortable because I didn't know anybody there. And I sat with some really people I didn't know. But anyway, it was really good because I got to learn. I had a really great encounter with God in that moment because I was in a place where I was uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is a way God can move into your heart without an interruption. God will move people into an uncomfortable environment, so we will seek after him. Here's another story. 2 years ago, I went to my first real youth camp. But when we checked into our bunkhouses, let's just say it wasn't the cleanest of all places. We got up onto our beds, and you can name anything that could leave a stain, it was on those beds. But when the girls checked into their bunkhouses at our youth camp, they went to their little room, but there wasn't any rooms left. So they went a little bit further down the road and stayed in a hotel. But what they didn't know about sleeping in the dirty bunkhouses was that you get closer and get to meet new people since we are in a new environment with people that we didn't know. So the girls didn't get to experience what God had planned for us as we were in that environment, because we were set in an environment that we were made to flourish in. Thank you.